Hello everyone, I'm Yashasvi. Today me and my teammates are going to give a presentation about JSON overview of web services. Web services are the most common example of a computing paradigm commonly referred to as service-oriented computing, which utilizes something called services as a key element in the development and operation of software applications. A service is a piece of software with a platform-independent interface that can be dynamically located and invoked. Web services are a relatively standardized mechanism by which one software application can connect to and communicate with another software application using web protocols. Web services make use of the HTTP protocol so that they can be used by any computer with internet connectivity. Web services typically use XML or JSON to encode data within HTTP transmissions so that almost any platform should be able to encode or retrieve the data contained within a web service. The benefit of web services is that they potentially provide interoperability between different software applications running on different platforms. The next slide will be explained by Chandan.
Hello everyone, this is Sanal Lara. Web services use common and universally supported standards HTTP and XML or JSON. They are supported on a wide variety of platforms. Another key benefit of web services is that they can be used to implement something called a service-oriented architecture. This type of software architecture aims to achieve very loose coupling among interacting software services. The rationale behind an SOA is one that is familiar to computing practitioners with some experience in the enterprise, namely how to best deal with the problem of application integration. Due to software mergers, longer-lived legacy applications, and the need to integrate with the internet, getting different software applications to work together has become a major priority of IT organizations. SOA provides a very palatable potential solution to application integration issues. Because services are independent software entities, they can be offered by different systems within an organization as well as by different organizations. As such, web services can provide a computing infrastructure for application integration and collaboration within and between organizations as shown in the figure. The coming slides will be explained by Arvindan, Yukti and Saurabh. Thank you.
Hello everyone. As we can see here, this is the overview of how any web services in an internet will be working. The web services will have a browser request for a server page where user will be connected. The request received by the user will be sent to a web server. Through the web server request will be sent into the web service portal, which will obviously have a firewall to protect the data of the user. The partner web service will be connected to an external financial system if it is required, if it is a banking system or something, a portal, something similar to that. Every web server will segregate the data depending on the user's module and user's request. An asynchronous JavaScript request for the web service if it is related to something where a user will book a ticket or any other user entity. Asynchronous JavaScript request for web services will be for basically movie ticket booking system. It can be either railway ticket booking system or airline booking system. The mapping service will be for public web service. Every data that is sent through a web server will have an integral legacy system where every data will be privately secured. SOAP services. SOAP stands for Simple Object Access Protocol. It is a XML-based protocol for accessing the web services. It is a platform-independent and language-independent service. By using SOAP, you will be able to interact with other programming language applications. This is the flowchart of how a SOAP service works. In the first iteration of web services, Fever, the attention was on a series of related XML vocabularies such as WSDL, SOAP, and other WS protocol stack, that is WS security and WS addressing, etc. In this model, WSDL is used to describe the operations and data types provided by the service. SOAP is the message protocol used to encode the service invocations and their return values via XML within the HTTP header. While SOAP and WSDL are complex XML schemes, this now relatively mature standard is well supported in the .NET and Java environments, perhaps a little less so with PHP. Next slides will be made by my friends.
Hello everyone, I'm Yukti. I'll explain REST services. A REST is a representational state transfer. It is an architectural style for developing web services. REST is popularly due to its simplicity and the fact that it builds upon existing systems and features of the Internet's hypertext transfer protocol in order to achieve its objectives, as opposed to creating new standards, frameworks, and technologies. RESTful web services are basically REST architecture based web services. In this architecture, everything is a resource. RESTful web services are lightweight, highly scalable, and maintainable, and are very commonly used to create APIs for web based applications. Next slide. In REST architectural style, data and functionality are considered resources and are accessed using uniform resource identifiers, typically links on the web. The REST architectural style constrains an architecture to a client or server architecture and is designed to use a stateless communication protocol, typically HTTP. Next slide. REST is a way to access resources which lie in a particular environment. For example, you could have a server that could be hosting important documents or pictures or videos. So the Amazon widgets, externalized search, these are the examples of consumption of REST services. Next slide will be explained by Sharath.
Hello everyone, this is Sharath Patil. I'm going to speak about identifying and authenticating service requests. Identification is the ability to identify uniquely a user of a system or an application that is running in the system. The authentication is the ability to prove that a user or application is genuinely who that person or what that application claims to be. For example, consider a user logged onto a system by entering a user ID and password. The system uses the user ID to identify the user. The system authenticates the user at the time of login by checking that the supplied password is correct. Let's give an overview of authentication. Function of authentication service is to request information from an authenticating party and validate it against the configured identity repository using the specified authentication module. After successful authentication, the user session is activated and can be validated across all web applications participating in SSO environment. For example, when a user or application attempts to access a protected resource, credentials are requested by one authentication module. Gaining access to the resource requires that the user or application be allowed based on submitting credentials. From the user perspective, a company employee wants to look up colleague's phone number. The employee uses a browser to access the company online phone book. To log into the phone book service, the employee provides the username and password. Next slide. Many web services are not providing information that is strictly private or proprietary. Since no private user data is being requested, it only expects each B service request to include one or more API keys to identify who is making the request. Like services not only may require an API key, but also require some type of username and password in order to perform an authorization. Instead, the information is sent within the HTTP or HTTPS authorization header. This could use HTTP basic authentication. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.